Good evening. Welcome to a 5:30 1-hour Hatha practice this evening. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. If you're joining me live, thank you for spending some of your evening with me. And if you're joining in later, maybe through Facebook or YouTube, thanks so much for sharing the energy. My practices that I'm sharing will all be available on YouTube almost immediately after the class, so you can follow me there and choose to share the classes or join in at a later date if you like. And as I've been doing lately, the music for my classes is available on Spotify, so you can follow me there. It's Tamara YVR, and all of the playlists are highlighted as yoga playlists and the amount of time. So choose any playlist you like and enjoy the music or practice in silence. So today we will have a 60-minute practice in which we will focus very deeply on connecting breath and movement. The ancient teachings of yoga promoted this as a way to not only connect to the present moment, but also to signal your body to go into a state of rest and relaxation. It's called swara. So we will bring in that practice tonight. And before we do that, I'll pull one of these beautiful intention cards from the Living Peace deck and give us an extra layer for the practice tonight. Seems like every time I pull a card, I just think, oh, this is the perfect card. So tonight the card, the intention is love. Like a river, love flows. In places it is deeper, but it is always patient, kind, and trusting. Love readily forgives and holds no grudges. It protects and honors others. There are no conditions or expectations. Love flows free. So you can turn up your heart light tonight, turn up the volume, and let your love flow through. And this is beautiful. The Anahata chakra, the center of our 7 energy centers, right in the middle of it all. This is the place where we can really radiate the love that we have inside of ourselves, the love that we cultivate and share it out with others. So in that spirit, I'm going to ask you to create an intention for the practice this evening, maybe around the idea of love or something else that speaks to you. And as well, find a collective intention, something for the greater good. So maybe through this practice, sharing your love in the world that's around you in any way that you can, whether in person or virtual. And finally, dedicate your practice if you like. It's such a meaningful way to bring a depth to your practice, extend the good energy that you're creating out into the world somewhere. And we know there are plenty of reasons to dedicate our practice, many reasons to share the love that we will cultivate this evening. So with all of that being said, let's set ourselves up lying down on our back, and we'll just face to the side. And we'll start to connect to our breath and our movement right away. So bring your arms beside your body. Let your feet be underneath your knees. Knees are hip distance apart. Make sure you could almost tickle your heels with your fingertips, and that the heels are tucked into the width of your arms and hands, which are right beside your hips, so the feet aren't out wide. And press down into your hands and shoulders. On your inhale breath, start to peel your hips up off the mat. Come all the way up. And exhale, lower all the way back down. And let's do that a few more times. Inhale through your nose. Lift the hips. And exhale, lower down. In and out through the nose. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. Again, the whole breath to lift up right to the top. And exhale, lower down. And this time we'll bring in the arms. On your inhale breath, lift your hips, float your arms up and over your head. See if you can bring the backs of your hands down to the mat. A little bit more breath to lift up just a little bit higher. Make sure your knees are magnetizing toward each other. And as you exhale at the same time, hips and arms come down. Use your breath to make your arms buoyant, as if you're filling up a big balloon, and the arms float all the way up with the air that you breathe in, and they deflate and lower down with the breath that you let out. 2 more times. Inhale. Reach all the way up, hips and arms. Exhale, lower all the way back down. And last time, inhale all the way up. Lift a little higher at the top, press the hands down. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Let your feet come together to touch, knees out wide. A hand onto your heart chakra and the Hatha chakra, and one just below your rib cage at your solar plexus, Manipura chakra. This is the love and the truth that you have inside of yourself. Come back to your intentions, your personal and collective intention, your dedication if you set one. Breathe those into the space of love in your heart and the truth in your solar plexus and Manipura chakra. We'll open our practice with 3 Oms. Inhaling through the nose and Om as you exhale out the mouth. Let's take a clearing breath first. Inhale. Exhale. 3 Oms. Inhale. Again. Last time, inhale. Allow that vibration of Om to radiate from your heart, from your belly, with love and truth. Use your hands on your outer thighs to bring your knees back in toward you. Squeeze your knees in nice and tight. Maybe rock a little bit side to side or forward and back to release any tension in the sacrum. And now open up your arms either in a cactus shape or a T shape. Palms can be facing up. You might feel more secure with your palms down. If you have your arms in a cactus, press the back of your hands down. And we'll keep our legs in a tabletop shape, so knees over the hips, feet are flexed, 90-degree angle. Take an inhale here. Stay for your exhale, draw the belly in. And now hover the legs as you inhale to the right side, just enough to keep both shoulders down on the mat. Exhale, bring your knees back through center. Find that connection to breath, Swara. Inhale to the left. Hover your knees until just your shoulders are just pinning down to the mat. Exhale, come back. So if your shoulders lift up, you've come too far. Inhale through center. Over to the right. Exhale, back up. Inhale, knees are going right across over top of your hips like a little rainbow. Exhale through center. Try to keep those feet active. A few more times each side. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the belly in as you bring the knees back up. Inhale to the left. Keep the shoulders pinning down. Exhale. Your hands might be down flat on the mat. Keep going side to side. Find the rhythm of your own breath. And if you like, then start to turn your head away from your knees for the last few each side. Head might turn to the left, knees to the right. Keep the belly in strong, keep those feet active. 2 more times each side. Last round, inhale through center. Go to the right, just to hover, shoulders pinned down, belly strong. Inhale through center, and exhale to the others. Inhale to the other side, and exhale through center. Again, bring your knees into your chest. You can take them wide, reach through, grab the outer edges of your feet, and take a rocking happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Pressing the feet up, letting the knees release to the sides. And if you like, you can add in a leg extension as the left knee comes down, straighten the right. Inhale through center, right knee down. Exhale, left leg straightens. Inhale through center, exhale, straighten the top leg. Inhale through center, straighten the top leg. Beautiful. Come back through center, make a basket with your hands. Press the outer edges of your feet into your hands as you push your knees away from your shoulders. Try to straighten your arms. Feet toward the groin. Take an inhale breath here. Full exhale. And then slowly bring your knees into your chest. Start to rock and roll forward and back a few times. You're welcome to come forward all the way, making your way into tabletop, or you can roll to your side and push yourself up and come into a tabletop position, facing the top of your mat. Again, we'll come back to that connection with the breath with Chakravakasana, the cat and cow pose. Spread your fingertips wide, root through all your finger pads, knees under your hips. Toes are tucked. On your inhale breath, a full inhale breath, tailbone up, tummy down, chest up, maybe look up. Full exhale breath, untuck your toes, round the spine, chin to your chest, look to your belly button. Keep moving, tuck the toes, inhale, tailbone up, tummy down, chest up. Exhale, untuck the toes, round your spine, chin to chest, look to the belly button. Last one, toes tuck, inhale. Last exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. And now come back through neutral, tuck your toes, draw the belly in. Keep your left fingertips rooted down as you inhale, sweep your right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, elbow to the knee. 3 more times, inhale with the breath, flowing movement. Exhale, bring it in. 2 more, inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Last time, inhale, extend. And exhale, bring it in. Last time to extend, hold, or bend your back knee, reach for the inside arch of your foot and kick that foot into your hand. Take 1 more inhale, lift up, maybe look up. As you exhale, release. Take your knees wide, tops of the feet down, balasana, child pose. Take an inhale to lengthen, pull your chest forward. Exhale, fold down. On your inhale breath, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Pull your hips to the left as you exhale. Inhale, walk your hands all the way over to the left side of your mat. Exhale, pull your hips to the right. And let's flow. Inhale, over to the right. Exhale, hips to the left. Inhale, hands over to the left. Exhale, hips to the right. 1 more time each side. Find that breath. Inhale, full extension. Exhale, land. Inhale, move over to the left. Last time. Exhale, hips land. Bring your arms back through center. Tent your fingertips. Lift your arm bones up. Lengthen your chest. Exhale, fold down. Plant into your hands. Pull yourself back up to tabletop. Toes are tucked. Right hand roots down. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, elbow to knee. 3 more. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bring it back. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Now come back to the extension. Stay or bend your back knee. Reach for the inside arch of your foot and kick it into your hand. Try to magnetize your knees toward each other so it's not winging out to the side. 1 more breath, kick up and back, maybe look up. And as you exhale again, take a knee together child pose. So forehead down, knees together, sweep your arms beside your feet. Inhale here, round the spine. Exhale, allow the shoulders to surrender down. 1 more, inhale, round the spine with your breath. Let the shoulders soften as you exhale. And now on your inhale, sweep your arms forward. We'll move forward and back from child pose to cobra. Inhale, come all the way forward. Bend your elbows as you exhale all the way to your belly. Try to touch your big toes together, tops of the feet down. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Lift your heart as much as you like. Exhale to lower. Tuck your toe, or don't tuck your toes. Push yourself up. Keep the tops of your feet down. Exhale, child pose. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, land on the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower. Inhale, push up and back. Exhale, Balasana. And start to move with your own breath. Take a few. Flow forward, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Lower down. Child pose. A couple more times. Find the rhythm of your own breath. The beautiful connection to breath keeps us present here in the moment. Also a reminder to our body to relax. But really, in fact, our body is so smart because when we focus on the breath, we can't really think of anything else. And so there's no stress, there's no worry. We're right here in this moment where our yoga practice really takes place. Let's do one more full round, ending up in child pose. The active start to the practice, all the way back, Balasana. Deep inhale, and a long exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. And now pull yourself back up to tabletop. Keep your palms forward of your shoulders, so maybe even one handprint forward. Tuck the toes. Keep your knees bent. On your inhale breath, pull the hips back and up away from your shoulders, but let your knees be soft so belly can be right on the thighs. Gaze between your inner thighs and focus on the length. Take one more inhale here, knees bent a lot, belly to thighs. And now as you exhale, straighten out the legs, press your heels down, let your head be heavy. Inhale, bend the knees again, belly to thighs, pull the hips back and up. Exhale, press the heels down. Two more times. Inhale, bend the knees, belly to thighs, hips pull back and up. Exhale, straighten the legs, press your heels down. On your next inhale breath, come high in your toes, straighten your legs the best you can, and then as you exhale, press the heels toward the mat. Feel free to stay here for a few breaths in this position with your feet hip distance apart, arms long, fingertips spread wide. Separate your feet hip distance. On your inhale breath, if you like, lift your heels, and as you exhale, drop your heels to the right side. You can join me for this if you want. Inhale, lift your heels. Drop your heels to the left side as you exhale. Two more times each side. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, drop your heels. Inhale, lift your hips and heels. Exhale, heels to the left. Last time, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, drop them to the right. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, drop them to the left. One more time into downward dog. Stay here for your exhale. And now on your inhale breath, come high in your toes. Ripple forward through the spine. Utthita Chaturanga Dandasana, high plank pose. Take an inhale breath here. As you exhale, back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. A few times. Inhale, flow forward. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, flow forward. Exhale, pull it back. Last flow. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull it back. And this time forward back to high plank pose. Take one more inhale. You can lower your knees if you like. Draw the belly in. And super slow motion, lower all the way down to the belly. Take your fingertips out wide off of your mat. Tip your elbows up toward the ceiling. Your elbows and shoulders are in the same line. Root the tops of your feet down. Try to touch your big toes together if you can. On your inhale breath, peel your head and chest up off the mat. Find that connection to breath. Exhale, peel all the way back down. Inhale, rise up again. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, rise up. This time add a twist. Right shoulder down, look over your left elbow. Inhale, back through center, lift your heart. Exhale, left shoulder down, look over your right. Find your connection to your own rhythm of breath. Repeat it again. Back through center, lift your heart. Exhale all the way down. Slide your palms underneath your shoulders, tuck the elbows in, tops of the feet rooting down. Take an inhale breath, lift your chest, cobra pose, or maybe slide all the way through, lift the thighs up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. Take an inhale here, stay for your exhale. And now from either of your back bends, roll over the toes, make your way back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale. And if you have a vinyasa style practice, you'd like to take a vinyasa here, you can, or just hold here for 3 deep breaths. Maybe finding those micro movements to bend the knees a little bit, pull the hips back and up on your inhale, exhale, rooting the heels toward the mat. 2 more breaths. And on your inhale breath, lift your right leg up to the sky. Stack the hip, bend your knee, open it up. Exhale, bring your knee in toward your chest. So let's do that a couple of times. Inhale, lift the leg, open the hip, stack the hip, bend your knee. Exhale, bring it into the chest. Riding that wave of your breath. Inhale all the way up. Open it up. Exhale, knee to chest and step all the way through. Outer edge of your back heel roots down, rise all the way up. Find warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, go deeper. And let's build in a little connection to breath and movement. Inhale to triangle pose with the arms reaching up. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, we'll hold here 5 breaths. Outer right hip tucking under, inner left thigh rolling open, strong connection to the feet. Extending through your fingertips, drawing the floating ribs in, so try to strengthen the belly, lifting up through the chest and open your heart. I always like to think of my hands as extensions of my heart, like little wings, so reach the love from your heart both directions into your future, into your past, and keep it centered right here in the present. 2 more breaths. And now on your inhale, straighten that leg, reach your palms up. Heel toe your back foot in just a little bit. Separate your arms, start to hinge forward, pivot your arms. Trikonasana. Feel free to use a block inside of your right leg or outside. Fingertips are lightly touching or floating. Open up your chest. See if you can turn and look up at your top thumb as you pull your fingertips away from your shoulder. If this doesn't feel good, you can always look down to the mat or straight ahead. Keep hugging your outer right hip under, inner left thigh open. 2 more deep breaths. And now soften your right knee. Bring both hands down to the mat. Step your left foot forward. So your left toes are pointing to the top left corner of your mat. You might need blocks underneath your shoulders. And you might need to step your left foot even more forward. Pull your outer right hip crease back. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold over your front thigh. Inhale again, swim the chest up, look forward. Exhale, fold, pyramid pose. 1 more time, inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale to fold. 3 breaths here. Outer right hip is pulling back. Fingertips might come off the blocks. Maybe you can walk them further back. Even turn them around to point to the back of your mat. Let your forehead relax. Lifting your chest halfway. Bring your left palm underneath your shoulder or to a block. Right hand to your right hip and start to turn and twist to the right side. Try to level out your sacrum so your left hip might be tucking underneath you too much. Pull the outer right hip back. Left hip might need to lift up a little bit. And then turn your chest toward the right. Stay right here or reach your right arm up. You're welcome to take your left hand closer to your right foot or maybe even on the outside. You can use a block if you like. Parita Trikonasana, revolved triangle. Take a deep breath in here. A long exhale. Maybe you stay here or you can reach your top arm over your ear, pinky finger down, thumb up. Look underneath your arm. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. One more. Inhale and exhale. Look down to the mat. Both hands come down to the mat. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Step your left foot all the way back. And from here, we'll slide that right leg all the way back in that three-legged dog. Stack your hip, bend your knee, open it up, and maybe flip over, coming to wild thing. Outer left foot down, right heel lifts, reach your top arm up and over your head. Look for your fingertips. Deep breath in and a long breath out, flipping all the way back around. Right leg lifts. You can take a vinyasa or you can lower that foot down. Stay in downward dog or child pose or tabletop. 3 deep breaths. Returning to downward dog if you took a vinyasa. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Stack your hip. Bend your knee. Drop your foot to the right. Open your hip. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Let's do it again. Open it up. Straighten the leg. Bend your knee. Stack your hip. Drop your foot. Exhale, knee to chest. One more time. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, knee to chest. And this time, step the foot through in the center. Back heel spins down. Open it up. Warrior 2. Feet are wide apart, gazing down your front fingertips. Wiggle your front toes more forward. Extend out through your fingertips. Couple of breaths to get settled here. Outer left hip tucking under, inner right thigh rolling open, and feet are strong, magnetized. On your inhale breath, straighten your legs, palms touch, look up, a triangle shape. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Last time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Hold here. Outer left thigh tucking underneath you, inner right thigh rolling open. Gaze down your front fingertips, and again, extend that energy of your heart out through your hands, back to the past, and love yourself as you were. To the future, love yourself how you will be. And the heart right here in the center of it all, in the present. Love yourself as you are right now. Deep breath in, and a long breath out. And 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And breathe out. And front leg straightens. Heel toe your back foot in just a little bit. Trikonasana. Inhale, lean forward. Pivot the arms as you exhale. Find your variation. Left hand can be inside of the left leg or outside. Use a block if you like. Right arm reaching straight up. So try not to sink into the hips. Keep the heart lifting, reaching up and over your head if you like. Extend. Turning your pinky finger down, thumb up. Looking down to the mat, soften your left knee. Bring your hands to the mat, step your right foot forward so your right toes are pointed at the top right corner of your mat for pyramid. Feel free to use blocks if you like. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Feel free to fold and stay here. Hands might come off the blocks, or maybe you turn your fingertips back behind you. Try to level your hips, so left hip is pulling back, right thigh forward. Soften your front knee. Look forward. Maybe you step your right foot slightly more forward into the right. You can use a block underneath your right hand. Bring your left hand to your sacrum. Try to level your hips as you turn and twist toward the left side. And maybe reaching your top arm up. Pull your outer right hip back. Maybe look up. Feel free to stay or sweep your top arm over your ear. Looking underneath your shoulder. Getting ready to release. Soften your front knee, palms underneath your shoulders. Step your right foot further back. Three-legged dog. Stay right here if you want. Start to stack your hip, bend your knee, drop your foot behind you, flip it over. The wild thing, outer edge of your right foot pressing down. Lift your left heel high, reach up and over your head. Beautiful front body stretch. Deep inhale and a long exhale. One more, find that connection. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back through three-legged dog. Feel free to take a vinyasa if it's in your practice. Come back to downward dog or child pose or tabletop. 3 breaths. Taking a rest anytime you need. You can take child pose right here. Lean back in downward facing dog. On your inhale breath, walk your hands to the back of your mat. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, palms in front of your shins, lift your chest. Exhale, fold and release. 2 more times, inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale to release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. This time, halfway lift. Wrap your peace fingers around the inside of your big toe. Cap it off with your thumb. Soften your knees if you like. Lengthen, look forward. And now fold in. Add in that wave of the spine. Inhale, lengthen, arms are straight. You can bend your knees if you like. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lengthen, flat bow. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, lengthen. And this time we'll hold 4 breaths. Inhale, lengthen, release your palms, halfway lift. Fold all the way down. And now slow roll up or rise up. Spread your arms wide, let the palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, reach up again, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center. One more time, add that little back bend at the top if you like. Reach up, arch back. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. And now stepping your feet together to touch, finding a point for your focus, your drishti, hands to your hips. Put the weight down into your right foot as you inhale. Lift your left knee up until it's parallel to the floor. Your thighs parallel. Flex your foot. Feel free to stay right here, holding onto your shin bone or maybe Padangustasana with the big toe. From wherever you are, stand up tall. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Extend the leg to any degree. If you're holding onto your shin, you can hold here or extend the leg to any amount. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. And let's bring it back and forth. Inhale, back through center, arm lifts. Exhale, open it up, opposite sides. 2 more like that. Inhale, lengthen. Find your balance. Exhale. Last time, and then we'll hold. Inhale through center. Exhale, open it up. Take a look over your right shoulder if you like. Hug your outer left hip underneath you. Take a big breath in here. Stay for your exhale. Inhale back through center. Bend your knee, reach your arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Try to keep your leg active if you can. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. One more. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Stay here, or bring your right palm to your outer left knee, left hand to your left hip. Turn and twist. If you have the bind of your foot, you can slide that hand down, maybe extend and open it up. Draw your outer left hip down toward your right inner heel. Take a look over your left shoulder. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Back through center. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Samastitihi. Release your hands. Take a breath in and a breath out. And hands back to your hips. Very good. Lift your right thigh up. Flex your foot. Keep your foot active. You're welcome to stay here. You can hang on to your shin or behind your thigh, or Padangustasana, that big toe lock. Stand up tall wherever you are. Lift your left arm up to the sky. Stay or extend your leg to any degree. Try to pull your outer right hip underneath you. Stand up tall. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, back through center. Find that connection to your breath. Inhale through center. Back in. Now we'll hold in the open position. Keep your body in the center. Right leg to the right, left arm to the left. Maybe turn and twist. Take a look over your left shoulder. Hold here. And come back through center. Keep your knee bent. Reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back through center 3 times. Exhale, twist to the right. One more time. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Stay here, or right hand to right hip, left hand to outer right knee. Or maybe you reach down for the outer foot. Extend the leg to any degree. Maybe pull your right arm back and find this twist. Parvrita, revolve. Look over your right shoulder if you can. Pull your outer right hip down for 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center. Reach up and release. And please give yourself a little shake and permission to let go a little bit. And at the back of your mat, step your feet together. Take a big breath in. Urdhva Hastasana. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. And this time we'll hold in Uttanasana. You can have your feet apart if you like. Feel free to take any variation. You can wrap your opposite elbows with your hands. Wrap your hands behind your calves. Pull your forehead to your shin. Release halfway. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. You might need a block, so you can go get one if you like, or something to put your left hand on underneath your face. Right hand to your right hip. Turn and twist and look over your right shoulder. Feel free to reach your right arm up to the sky and look up toward your right thumb. Take an inhale here. Stay for your exhale. And now let's add in the right side. So right hand comes underneath your face. Bend your right knee. Straighten your left leg. Look up. Breathe as you open up your chest and your heart. We'll move this a little bit side to side. Inhale through center. Left palm down. Bend your left knee. Right arm reaches up. Right leg straight. Inhale through center, right palm down, bend your right knee, left leg straight, reach up. Keep moving with your own breath, right and left. Right and left, an active twist. Bringing out lots of tension from the spine through all this twisting. One more time each side. Full round of breath. Inhale to the right. Exhale. Inhale to the left. Exhale. Now separate your feet even wider. Bend your knees and wrap your right shoulder underneath your right thigh. Back of your right hand comes to the right hip. Maybe you wrap your left arm behind you. Find a bind. You can stay here or straighten out your left leg and look up over your left shoulder. Deep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Look down at the mat. Release your arms. Slide your left arm underneath your left thigh. Bend that knee. Reach behind you with your right arm. You can keep that left leg straight. Straighten your right leg. Look up over your right shoulder. A few deep breaths. And don't worry if you don't quite have the bind or you need to use a strap. No problem. Last breath. And release, halfway lift, inhale. Step your feet a little closer together, exhale. And now walk your hands all the way forward again. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Just a few breaths here. You're welcome to take a vinyasa if you like. And make your way back to downward dog. If you want to come into one more twisting variation here, walk your hands a little bit closer to your feet. De-weight your right hand, cross underneath your body for your outer left ankle, calf or thigh. Bend your knees if you like to pull yourself through. Take an inhale breath here. Twist deeper on the exhale. Let's go to the other side. Right hand comes forward. De-weight your left hand. Look underneath your right shoulder. Take a breath in and a breath out. And breath in and a breath out. And come back through center, arms extend, palms spread. Take an inhale breath, lift your right leg up to the sky and step your right foot outside of your right thumb. Left leg lifts up and step it outside of your left thumb, coming into Malasana, little squat. We'll have that same option to twist again here. The beautiful thing about the twist is not only good to wring out tension from your spine, but it really opens up the heart to the right and the left. So think about that as we're entering into these twists. Right fingertips out to the right. I'm just going to move these blocks. You can see the tented fingertips. Left arm up to the sky. Take a breath here. Stay for your exhale. And then let's switch it up. Left fingertips come out to the left. Right arm reaches up. Stay for a breath. Exhale. And go side to side. Inhale through center. Exhale. Spread your wings. Inhale through center. Find that flow and connection to the breath. Exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale. And we move through these a few times and then we can go deeper as we hold. Exhale. And now let's come into the hold. So we'll open it up. You can stay here or back of your left hand behind. Maybe they find your right fingertips and open up your chest. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Find your connection to this present moment. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Unwind back through center. Other side. Left arm out, right arm up. Bring that right hand back behind you. Find your fingertips. Maybe you bind your wrist. 4 deep breaths. Every breath connected to your intentions, to your dedication, to this moment. Opening up the heart just a little bit more. Twist your right shoulder back. 2 more rounds of breath. And release. Both hands come down through center. Lift your heart. Feel free to stay right here. If you like to take a crow pose, this might be a nice time, or even just a little preparation. So spread your fingertips wide. Lift up your hips enough to tap the feet together to touch. So big toes are touching. And you can even practice just being in this little squat. That might be enough for you. Or lift your hips even more. Bend your elbows back so you can meet your knees and upper arms together. And lean forward. Keep leaning forward, round the spine, draw the belly in, and then maybe one or both of your feet float up off the mat. And you hug the weight into your finger pads as the elbows hug in nice and tight. And maybe you're just here in the squat, maybe you're lifting just your heels up. You're welcome to stay for a few breaths. If you're the type of person who wants a little more fire, you can hop yourself back or float back into your vinyasa. And we'll meet right back here in the squat pose. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. When you are ready to come back into your squat, if you're through your vinyasa, make your way back to your squat, and then we'll all step our feet out wide. Bring your hands together at your heart one last time. Take an inhale here and an exhale. And then use your hands to gently lower yourself down onto your seat. Lean back into your hands, fingertips pointing toward your hips. Let your legs extend and give them a nice rock side to side. Move the flesh around your seat from side to side, and we'll come into Paschimottanasana with a bit of a wave of the spine, getting ourselves really warmed up to hold the pose for 10 breaths. So as you inhale, reach the arms up over your head. See if you can articulate the whole spine like a wave coming down. And then draw the belly in, come all the way back up. Exhale, wave forward. Feel free to soften your knees if you need. Inhale all the way up, maybe a little arch back. Exhale, fold forward. Last one, inhale, like a wave, connect the breath, let it fill you up. And then as you exhale, fold and breathe. Count yourself through 10 breaths and see if you can follow the whole inhale and the whole exhale. Let your knees be as soft as you need. Let your head be heavy. Last couple of breaths. And slowly you'll start to roll yourself all the way up. And you can keep your legs extended, heels near the top of your mat. Slowly start to roll down, pressing your heels forward. The knees can be soft if you need. Come all the way down onto your back. Use your hands if needed. From here, hug your knees back into your chest. Just as we started Uppanasana pose, give yourself a nice hug. And then we'll come back to the back bend that we started with, Setubandha Sarvangasana. If you like a deeper back bend, you can always work for Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow. Start with your hands beside your body for little bridge pose, or fingers beside your ears for upward facing bow. On your inhale breath, everyone lift your hips. And you'll push onto the crown of your head and come all the way up for Urdhva Dhanurasana, or from here, maybe interlace your hands, knuckles moving toward your heels. Magnetize your knees toward each other. See if you can lift the chest. If you want to come back to where we started and release the tops of the hands to the mat, you can also do that. Take a big breath in, lift your hips a little higher. Stay for your exhale. Keep pressing the inner edges of your feet down. Lift your hips higher. Stay for your exhale. One more breath. Maybe hips lift higher. Stay for your exhale. Then on your inhale breath, slowly come down. Come onto the crown of your head if you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana. Let your arms release if they're underneath you or behind. Let your feet come together again, knees out wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. As we started, place a hand on your heart and one on your belly. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Full breath out. The second back bend, close your knees, feet back underneath your knees. Remember that you want to be able to guide your feet in the inside width of your hands, and your arms are right beside your body. Or hands beside your ears for Urdhva Dhanurasana. When you're ready, everyone lift your hips. Feel free again to interlace the palms, maybe take the opposite grip, or back of the hands on the mat behind you, or you're pushing onto the crown of your head and then lifting all the way up for Urdhva Dhanurasana. Wherever you are, let's take 5 breaths and focus on a little bit of micro movement. As you inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Stay here for the exhale. The next inhale, squeeze your hips, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, a couple more breaths just like this, chin to the chest. The last deep breath. And if you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana, you'll come to your crown, release your hands, lift your hips a little higher if you're in little bridge, and then come all the way down onto your mat. This time, step your feet out wide, let your inner knees touch, and let's open up those arms again, cactus or a T shape. Your inhale, knees go to one side, exhale back through center. Inhale to the other side. Exhale back through center and start to find that connection again to the breath. The whole inhale to come up. The whole exhale to the side. Inhale and exhale. One more time each way, all the way to the right and all the way to the left. Whichever side you're on, just do one more each side. And then let your knees fall all the way to one side. Doesn't matter which. Keep your knees apart if you can. You can stack them if needed. Place your outside ankle on top of the inner knee. That didn't quite make sense, but whichever one of your ankles is more to the side, place it on top of the outside of your opposite knee. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. You yogis know what I mean. It's really different when you give cues and you don't have anyone to look at. It's a good challenge. And also, I'm used to mirroring for people, so there's no one to mirror. So, rights and lefts just throw out the window sometimes. Release that top foot. Let's bring the knees back through center. Go to the opposite side. Now with your outside foot, the one that's more out to the past the edge of your mat, place that on top, the outside of your knee that's closest to your mat. Take a few deep breaths here. If this isn't feeling good, you can always stack your knees. And bring your gaze back through center. If you moved your head to the side, let's release. Windshield wiper those knees again a few times side to side. And from here we'll come into a supine pigeon. If you prefer to be upright for your pigeon or take double pigeon, you can. We'll start with the right ankle crossed on the left thigh and pull the left knee into the chest, either on behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Rock a little bit side to side. See if you can find the juiciest part of this stretch for you. And for me, it's when my left knee is dialed more to the left, so almost pointing at maybe 10 o'clock on a clock. And then as I bring my shin close to my thigh. I want to push my right knee away. So maybe that works for you, or maybe you're somewhere else. You might be feeling a lot of stretch even without lifting your left foot off the mat. So just for yourself. If you're in an upright pigeon or double pigeon, try to sink the hips down, be centered, and then maybe fold over your thighs. One more round of breath. Stay for your exhale. Come back through center, release your legs, give them a little shake in the air with your arms if you like. And then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Hug it any degree, you might not even want to. Rock a little bit side to side. Cross your sacrum. If you're in upright pigeon, then you can switch, maybe going through downward dog, or if you're in double pigeon, shake out the legs and give it a switch. And see if you can find the juiciest part of the stretch for you. Again, for me on this side, my right knee is pointed maybe at about 2 o'clock. I'm actively pushing my left knee away using my outer left hip, keeping my left foot flexed. So it's a really different kind of practice when you focus so intensively on the breath. So you might be feeling tonight maybe even a little bit lightheaded, or you worked out a little bit more than you usually do. And that's thanks to this great gift of oxygen that you've just given yourself. Hopefully you feel very buoyant, very relaxed. It's very true. Whoever breathes the longest lives the longest. So the more you breathe, the better you live. And let's release that. Give your legs a little shake in the air. And then let your arms and legs find some stillness while they're in the air, and slowly come to softness and buoyancy. Imagine your spine being on the ocean floor at the back of your mat, sinking into the sand. Your arms and legs are like seaweed, just floating buoyant in the salt water. Maybe a little bit of movement with a light current of the ocean. You're welcome to stay here. This is a very gentle inversion, Viparita Karani. You're welcome also to go back to Happy Baby or hug your knees to your chest. If you'd like to go deeper than this for an inversion, you can come to Plow Pose, kicking your feet, knees, and hips more over your head and bringing your feet toward the mat behind you. Keep your chin in toward your chest, and maybe again find that interlace of your hands, knuckles moving away from your hips. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. If you want to go for shoulder stand, start to walk your hands up your spine as you lift your legs, pointing your toes up toward the ceiling. And there's some micro movements you can do here. As you inhale, bring your pelvis toward your face, and as you exhale, point your toes away from your head. Try to lengthen through the legs. Wherever you've decided to land here, let's take 5 more deep breaths. You can add in the hook of the ankles to help extend the legs. After your 5 full breaths, if you're in shoulder stand, you'll make your way through Plow Pose. If you're in Plow Pose, soften your knees. Use your hands for support either on your back or the mat. You'll take your time to come all the way down, hugging your knees into your chest as you get there. If there's any last shape that you would like to take before Shavasana, you're welcome to take it. And then as you're ready, as easily as you can, allow your arms and legs to completely relax. Let this be completely restful, completely easy. Let your entire front line of your body soften and sink down through the back line of your body into the mat. Take a deep cleansing breath in through your nose. A big sigh out your mouth. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Come back to your intentions, your dedication, and bring those with you as you exhale and completely soften into your Shavasana. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Please stay in this space as long as you can. I'll be back tomorrow at 5:30 with Power Yoga, and then Friday evening, or Thursday evening again for Hatha at 5:30, Friday evening and Sunday evening at 7:15 for Yin, and Saturday morning Power Yoga at 9:15 a.m., 90 minutes. I love you so much for sharing your energy with me. Please share these classes around so people can get free yoga anytime they need, either through Facebook or my YouTube channel. Namaste.